Hey guys, welcome back to Red Devil TV. Man United versus Liverpool away from home. We all know what happened last time at home versus Liverpool. 5-0 battered, run over in the midfield. Maguire and Luke Shaw are shambles. Pogba got a red card. Half of our team had yellow cards in that game. I mean, guys, what do I expect in this game? Look, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what team's gonna. Ralph is gonna go. I've almost said Ollie there. Look. Same players are out. Varane's out, Luke Shaw's out, McFred are out, and Cavani's out. What's going to happen in this game? Look, I would say go to a back five. And yeah, I would say back five invites pressure. I do think that we don't have a chance in this game at all with our defence and our midfield. Look, yeah, Ronaldo might create a chance. Elanga might, Sancho might. For me, I would play a 5-4-1 or a 5-3-2, whatever, interchanging throughout a game. I honestly think that we need to be playing a back five. I would use Bailly in this game, Lindelof, Maguire. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would go for back five. I'll play Telles at the left. Maybe a place for Wan-Bissaka at right back, but I do think that the low in the back five is a bit more protected. I know it's Liverpool, but he's going to be a bit more protected, and he's going to have a bit more of an influence in terms of, you know, running down the flag and putting those crosses in and getting himself in attacking positions. Now, we're not going to go toe-to-toe versus Liverpool. It's not going to happen. In the midfield, I would simply go with Matic, Lingard, and either Bruno or Pogba. I think you need to drop either one of them, Pogba and Bruno. I don't think you can play them both in this team unless you play one up front of Ronaldo. I think if you go with a 5-3-2, the reason I'll play Lingard into this game, and I know a lot of people might be surprised about this, I was surprised Lingard came off against Norwich. I think Lingard offers a lot more of a defensive stability in this team when he plays in the midfield role. Whether it be in the pivot or even in a 4-3-3, for example, where he's more of a box-to-box. I think Lingard offers a lot more defensive stability than the likes of Pogba or Bruno, in my opinion. I think, yes, Lingard is simply not good enough for Man United. In my opinion, I don't think he is. But I do think he's one of these players he's everywhere. And the thing is, without Fred and Mctominay, what, you're going to play Bruno and Pogba there in the midfield? Okay, you're playing a back five, you're a bit more protected. But listen, if the midfield gets run over, even with a back five, we might be run over. Yeah, you might have Maguire, Lindelof and Bailly. Listen, we all know how Maguire is and Lindelof can be at times in 1v1 situations, in times where, you know, where we're playing a slightly high line. We played a high line against Liverpool earlier on this season. We got battered for it. Our midfield ain't good enough. And it makes Luke Shaw and Maguire look worse. And all of our defenders, right back, whoever it is, our defence looks worse because our midfield are simply not good enough to get overrun. And that's it. In this game, I would go with a midfield of Matic, Lingard, and you know what? I don't know who I'd go with Bruno or Pogba. I think Bruno's been poor. I honestly think Bruno's been poor. Yeah, he's been getting assists and goals this season, but he's been poor. Against Norwich, he's probably our worst player. One of our worst players. And now, listen, I'll probably go with Pogba in the midfield. Up front, I'll probably go Sancho, Ronaldo. Maybe there's a chance for Elanga to play Ronaldo up top. But I think we need to go with a balanced team. Against Liverpool, if we want to nick something, a 1-1, if we want to nick a 2-1 or 1-0, play a back five. Get those crosses into the box with Ronaldo there. If Cavani was fit, I'll probably play him in this game with Ronaldo up top. We need a balance there. I would not play Matic, Bruno, and Pogba. I think there's just throughout this whole season, I think I mentioned it earlier on this season in the first game against Liverpool. Why are you playing McTominay and Fred, and then you've got Bruno? You're essentially playing a very, very defensive team. And look, this is back at the time where the low and Tellers weren't even integrated. So you were playing already very defensively with Wan-Bissaka in the team and a back three of Maguire, Lindelof and Bailly, whoever it was. I don't know if we played a back five against Liverpool in the first game. We actually didn't, but I think we played against City. So you're already playing a very defensive team. So I think you need a bit of a balance. Yeah, play a back three, but do put the low and Tellers on the fullback positions. Maybe Wan-Bissaka might have to go. The Tellers is a very attacking player. Look, Tellers is not a fullback. He's a wing back in the back five. Tellers is the player you want in the back five system who's going to whip him them crosses. Look, Ronaldo scored from 2 corners this season, and both of them have been from Tellers. I know Tellers was quite poor against Norwich, but Tellers has fantastic crossing ability, and you want him as a wing back in your team. So, look, Luke Shaw's not available anyway, so Tellers will play at left wing back anyway if he plays in a back five. I think playing Sancho and Ronaldo up top, you might have more of a stability in terms of, well, not stability, but you might have a bit more of that creativity up front. with Ronaldo being more of the front striker. You might have Sancho just behind Ronaldo, maybe in a 5-3-1-1 rather than a 5-3-2. You could play 5-5-4-1. Obviously, Sancho dropping into the midfield when Liverpool have possession of the ball. And that's it. Look, I think there's not much. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do in this game, in my opinion. We can't go toe-to-toe with them. I'll just whipping crosses. I would, put Matic in the midfield, get those balls driving through Liverpool's midfield. But then again, look at Liverpool's midfield and look at ours. They're going to be able to go past our midfield, regardless of who it is. Our midfielders are clearly not good enough. And we're going to have to create a chance, a counter-attack, or whether it be a cross, or whether from a set piece. I'll be trying to get all our players trying to win fouls in this game. And that's it, guys. Let me know what you think of this game. But if we get a draw, I would be happy. I would be happy. And look, Ten Hag is basically confirmed now. It's been announced today. Ten Hag is on his way. I'm glad. I'm so glad. Because our players in this team who are not good enough. And it's not just that. Maguire's going to get... Listen, I'll be very surprised if Maguire's still captain next season. But I'll be very surprised if some of these habits that some of these players have whilst playing during a game still remain. Hope Bruno... Listen, I hope Bruno finishes with his crazy passing that he's trying to do every single game, with his long balls and his... Listen, keep it simple. Ralph said it ever since he come in. Keep possession of the ball, keep control of the game. You can't do that if you don't have the ball. Yeah, you can control the game if you don't have the ball. Off the ball, when you don't have the ball, you can be tight in midfield, compact, not allow the other team to get through your midfield or create any chances. But if you don't have the ball and you're giving silly balls away, especially if you're drawing the game or you're losing the game, the other team's just going to punish you, especially with the midfield we have. So, guys, what do I expect in this game? I think we're going to lose. I think we're going to lose 2-0. Unfortunately, that's my prediction. I think we'll lose 2-0. We're not good enough. Liverpool are 1 point behind City in the league. But you know what? I'm going to be a bit more optimistic of a 1-1. I think that's a good point for us. Then we've got Arsenal. Guys, there's still a chance for the top 4. I don't think we'll get it. But guys, let me know what you think. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.